What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is the top 10 dumbest criminals of all time by Watch Mojo. Some people like them, some people don't, but we're going to enjoy this video anyway because you legends suggested it. We ain't got any opinions on, do we? We haven't seen the video before, so it's something new to us. We're going to check it out. Hopefully you guys haven't disappeared. We haven't uploaded for a couple of days, have we? We did upload for one day in between, but we had no mates round, we were drinking quite a bit, wasn't we? And now we're back on a health kick. So we're going to be recording while being tired, I'm pretty sure, because we're on a health kick.
So if you want to drop any healthy menus, recipes.
Yeah, recipes for food, we need to eat healthy.
Yeah, please, something that would fulfill us chips, burger people.
Yeah, definitely. Smash that like button, guys, smash that subscribe button, let us know in the comments, and let's check out the top 10 dumbest criminals of all time. What we got?
Where's the alarm guy?
Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out. One less share, right?
Funny, he told me something similar.
No!
If only these crooks could have stolen somebody else's brain.
You morons. You're running around in ski masks trying to blow things up? What did you think was gonna happen?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dumbest criminals.
In Florida, a man has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for violating his probation by trying to break into the Brevard County Jail.
For this list,
What?
we're looking at people who attempted to commit a crime, but failed miserably in the process. Number 10, Dennis Hawkins.
Let's go, pal! I'm making a withdrawal here.
Wearing a disguise is great for concealing one's identity if one is going to commit a crime.
I need everybody's Blackberries! Everybody on the come on, find your Blackberries up front!
Someone should have told Dennis Hawkins that in order for a disguise to work, however, it has to be somewhat believable. Hawkins apparently missed that memo as he attempted to rob a bank wearing clown pants with a pair of fake breasts and a blonde wig.
Oh wow, no face covering at all.
Not only did he fail to cover his face, which still had a goatee and mustache, but the disguise also attracted attention, and the police easily apprehended him.
You're all stupid. See, they're gonna be looking for army guys.
Number 9,
I was gonna
Danielle
say, I mean, all these movie ones are so off-putting, aren't they?
I'm just thinking every time one pops up, I'm like, okay, so this is the guy they're talking about.
Yeah, and then it pops in bottom left with the thing.
Yeah, it's just throwing me off.
We've seen one little image of it, and that's it in a minute. I can see why some people don't like Watch Mojo, but we're going to carry on. But you know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the worst one, dressed up as a woman, but it's not exactly an easy change. Like, at least for mask, you can throw the mask off, quickly change your clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
You still have your facial features on that, don't you?
I need you to arrest me.
It's important to be prepared, especially if you're going to rob a store. It is possible to be too prepared though, which is exactly what happened to Daniel Glenn, who inexplicably decided to call ahead to ask the store how much cash was in the register. Imagine how that conversation went. Hello, I'd like to place a takeout order for all the money. Can I get fries with that? Confused and slightly alarmed, the store owner immediately called the police, who arrested Glenn on his way to the store.
Wow. Yeah, that's not the smartest, is it?
Number 8, Albert Bailey.
Police in Connecticut say they had ample warning of a bank robbery because the two suspects called the bank ahead of time, telling an employee to get a bag of money ready.
We're gonna say this now. If you're planning on robbing...
What is it with people calling ahead?
Yeah, so I'm just going to come rob you in an hour.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, so I can't threaten you with a gun, but don't worry, I'm going to be there, so
obviously
don't call the police.
Are going to turn up, aren't they?
What?
store or bank, don't call ahead and ask them suspicious questions or warn them you're coming.
Everybody freeze! Get on the floor now! Right now! Hold it! Where you going?
Seemingly inspired by our previous entry, Albert Bailey called the bank and told them he was coming to rob them so that they would have the money ready for him when he got there. He even had an accomplice enter the bank with a note informing the tellers who Bailey was. Obviously, the tellers had called the police, who apprehended Bailey immediately.
Loaded gun! Ready to go! Spread your shit! Pussies on the pavement, fellas! Come on!
Number 7, Christian Bala.
He was being presented as a famous traveller, photographer, intellectual, maniac,
and murderer.
This guy was
To
on the
commit a
thumbnail.
crime, you have to be slightly arrogant. If you get away with the crime, this arrogance can increase to the point where you feel untouchable. After murdering Dariusz Janicewski in 2000, Polish author Christian Bala wrote a novel titled Amok, which featured an eerily similar murder and details of the case only the murderer himself could have been privy to. Police uncovered clues relating to the murder, most of which came from the novel, eventually arresting and charging Bala. To their shock, they discovered on his computers plans to kill another person to tie in with the next novel he was planning to write.
He must be, I don't know, an idiot.
Number 6.
The thing is, I don't know if that's dumb or if that's just he's just wanting to play games and he thought he was super smart.
Yeah.
I suppose it is a little bit dumb to play that game, but you know, he's just trying to mess with the police. Like in the end, potentially if they caught him after let's say 5 crimes or whatever, well, I told you all along in these books. So is it dumb? I guess it is, isn't it?
It is kind of.
It is dumb because he got caught, but then I guess it would be super wrong, obviously, but super smart and kind of like his own psychological way to play games if he pulled it off.
Yeah, I get you.
So it's a fine line, but obviously don't do that. Don't ever do that. But yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Louise D. Reeves.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs.
Buying drugs is an art because you don't have the option to exchange or refund your purchase if you don't like the product you get.
What you need?
One please.
One what?
One rock of
One crack.
A crack rock.
Apparently, no one told this to Eloise
That'd
Reeves,
definitely been me
who
if it
had
ever
the gall
happened.
to go to the police to complain about the quality of the crack cocaine she had just bought. She reportedly pulled the crack rock from her mouth and placed it on the cop car for the deputy to inspect. She was charged with the possession of cocaine and fined roughly $1,500.
Are you guys holding? Holding what? Do you have any money? Please? I just need a little bit of money. Wait, Charlie!
Number 5. Jonathan
I guess with that one, while it is dumb because you're going to get a fine, but maybe it was dangerous. So maybe she's just like, I'll take the fine, but I want to warn him, potentially tell him who sells it. I don't know if it did that or not.
Potentially.
And then that person potentially, and it gets that drug off the street, maybe. So maybe it's quite smart.
Potentially,
and just self-sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? I'll take the fine for this. But, don't know, let us know what you think about one in the comments. But do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Chola.
Dear Diary, tomorrow my stress level goes
I love
to
this
11 as I review the Royal Guard. The whole court will be watching, plus...
I'll watch this film tonight.
People have busy lives, and sometimes the only way to keep track of important events and dates is by keeping a diary.
Dear Diary, Sleeping
He's gonna
Beauty is
have a
having
diary with
slumber
his
party
things in it.
tomorrow, but Dad says I can't go. He never lets me out after sunset.
Good film
It
too.
might be a good idea to leave out any planned criminal activity, however. This seemingly never registered with Jonathan Ochoa, who on June 12, 2010 wrote, "Go Portsmouth, robbery happens," in his diary.
Your diary proved very interesting to read.
You read my journal?
The police were able to link him to the robbery as the getaway driver, and when confronted, Ochoa attempted to blame it entirely on his buddy.
Arrest him. It's his fault. There is plenty of fault to be passed around.
Number 4. Mark Smith.
I nod off, I wake up in strange places.
These movies are so confusing. It's like all the
Is that
time.
Mark
Yeah,
Smith?
how I got there.
We aren't sure if there's a criminal handbook, but we have to guess that falling asleep in the house you're robbing has to be high on things not to do. Mark Smith must not have read that page. Smith decided to take a quick nap under his victim's bed, drunk on vodka and high on Valium, only to be discovered by the homeowner, who immediately called the police.
Babies don't sleep this well.
We've heard of cat
That's just
burglars
being drunk,
before,
though,
but
innit?
Smith seems to associate more with cat nappers.
That is just him just being drunk, innit?
Number
Yeah.
3, Derek Mosley. So, we know you're not supposed to bring a knife to a gunfight, but what about a baseball bat? This is exactly what Derek Mosley did, as he tried to rob a gun shop and steal a firearm, equipped only with a baseball bat and knife.
How am I supposed to strike fear into the hearts of the wicked with the...
I mean, out of all the places, I guess if you're thinking nobody's in, but if someone's in there, let me think, let me just pick up this gun, I know where all the bullets are, now you're a bit outnumbered, do you know what I mean? That is a dumb one.
That's dumb.
Don't be a criminal anyway.
This thing. Look at this. Well, then, you know, don't use a gun.
Of course, the manager pulled out his own gun and held Mosley until the police arrived. Who would have imagined that the manager of a gun store would possess his own gun? Will wonders never cease? Number 2, Ruben Iriarte.
Open the safe, Pops. Open the goddamn safe!
Deciding to rob a muffler shop, Ruben Iriarte brought a gun and demanded the money, only to discover that the money was in the safe that could only be opened by the absent store manager. He decided it'd be a good idea to leave his numbers with the store employees so they could call him when the manager returned.
Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. But here's my number. So call me maybe.
Of course, they
Like,
called
why would
police,
you think
who set up a
that?
trap for Iriarte and arrested him. Heck, we're just surprised
That's
Iriarte...
hilarious.
So then when they actually did phone up, oh yeah, by the way, he's here, come and get it, you just believe that was normal.
Yeah, but you got to be... Something's got to be going on if you're even doing that in the first
If you
place.
leave him the number, yeah, no, that's true.
So if you actually generally leave your number thinking they're going to call you, then you'd answer, wouldn't you?
He must have
Leave
been
it.
desperate for money, like really desperate.
Iriarte didn't leave his name, address, and social security number too. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
No way. Wow. Imagine if that went
Number
through.
1, unnamed moron.
9659.
Committing a crime is a stressful endeavor, and mistakes do happen. If there's one thing all robbers should remember, however, it's that your gun is your most valuable asset. This particular robber seemed to forget that fact, as he attempted to rob the Halifax Bank in London.
Hey, what the hell? Put the money in the bag.
Demanding the teller fill the bag with money, he accidentally gave his gun to the teller instead of the bag. After a brief moment of confusion, the bank worker retreated, forcing the robber to flee. At least he managed to escape with a bank employee's bicycle, and so we still don't know his name.
Well, I
If you
got
don't
away.
come out of there, I'm gonna have to drag you out. You can try, but you'll never catch me.
Do you agree with our list? What other criminals bring new meaning to the phrase thick as thieves?
I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of dumb criminals on there, but I feel like I've just watched a load of movies and then zoned out, like watching the movies
On the
and
real
not heard
things.
it all.
Mm.
And not heard all the information. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same.
But giving your gun to the actual teller, I guess it could happen. It could happen, but it's very dumb.
He is very dumb.
Smash the like button if you enjoyed, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching a few movies with us. If you haven't seen any of them, a few moments will be spoiled. Smash that like button as well. Smash that subscribe button. Any other comments on that?
No.
No?
Have a fantastic
Just
day.
dumb criminals. Don't be a criminal.
Yeah, don't be a criminal.
Don't be a criminal, guys. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you, legends, in the next one. Peace.